in that panda hoodie.
I'm so warm. I've never worn this thing more than at this event, actually.
That's a lie. I just saw a ton of Instagram pictures with you wearing that in another country.
Yeah,
recently.
but it's Instagram. I put it on for like 2 seconds, took the picture.
So that's how you Instagram. You don't actually have to experience life. You just photo it and then get rid of it. That's all good. Vici Gaming versus coL, game 1 of this best of 3, of course, an elimination series. These all are. Moo's very cold. It's okay. We'll warm him up after this game. Brax, what do you think of these lineups, buddy?
I like it from both teams. I think coL has the potential to snowball big time with the Drow Ranger and stuff. Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, so Complexity, of course, their home base is not too far from here, so a lot of family in the audience. When we first did this tournament, Kyle messaged me pretty much immediately saying, hey, we have like 40 people coming, so can we get tickets? I'm like, no, you have to buy them. Sorry, buddy. So that's how we made all our money at this event.
Thank God.
Thank God coL qualified for this tournament.
Right, so what do you like about the VG Gaming lineup?
I don't know. You tell me. You're the analyst, buddy.
Okay, well, I just wanted to hear your opinion.
I don't know anything about Dota.
All right, so basically this Brewmaster guy, he gets on top of you and splits. Drow doesn't like that one bit. She wants to keep her distance, and a lot of these heroes are good at closing the gap, so that is good.
You like the Venge pick later in the draft? I think that was the 5th pick, right, against the Enigma for the most part?
Syndron was talking a bit about this, where you pick hero counters a lot of the time, but you don't want to ruin your draft doing it.
Yeah.
And it does suit this lineup pretty decently, so it looks fine.
I've been seeing a decent amount of Venge position 1, probably more so in Captain's Draft than Captain's Mode as of the last, I want to say 6 months, and it has not been pretty, as much as I hate to say that, because I love watching Venge Core.
The hero feels kind of like, it is a carry, but it's kind of like a semi-carry, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel super strong later on in the game, doesn't keep up in farm as well as these other heroes, but still feels strong.
Definitely, it drops off depending on what the rest of your lineup looks like, but the fact that they have an OD and a Jug, I think, could work out in the long run. And of course, the one beautiful thing about having a Venge Core is you're going to get more levels than you're used to, so that swap, especially the level 2, the level 1 swap is basically melee range, at least that's how I feel all the time. But getting that up early, teams aren't used to playing against that on a consistent basis.
No, definitely not. Look at that. Lanham has a crit at level 1, actually, the zone.
Oh my.
4-position Brewmaster, something we're not totally used to seeing.
Yeah, we saw the 4-position Centaur yesterday work out quite well, so it's kind of in the same vein, but without a stun.
I didn't watch the game. How did it actually go?
They won.
Oh, okay.
They won big time.
Sounds good.
Despite the Centaur, you know. Actually, he did a lot of work.
Oh.
No, he was level 2, and he was ganking left, right, and center.
Oh, actually, I did watch that game. I just didn't notice the Centaur.
I mean, that was the main reason they won, Brax. But
all right. I should pay more attention.
So Fenrir and Ori in the mid lane right now versus Chessie and Zfreak on that patented IO, the Arcana, of course. Don't get to see Complexity pick IO that often because it's usually banned. I was a little bit surprised, especially in Captain's Draft, that it wasn't banned.
A lot of these heroes like that have a lot more power, right? When you don't have a full draft to counterpick heroes like this.
Yeah, exactly. On the very early stages, Juggernaut 11-1 in the CS department. He's actually doubling literally everybody in the entire map. Yeah. Which is a little bit surprising. I guess some of them are Eidolons, so maybe that's not.
Probably a lot of them are, right? You can spin them down and clear out the Eidolons before they split, or just even after. It's one of these matchups where he gets a lot, but Enigma gets everything he needs as well, so it's not so bad.
We're going to have a rune fight here between Fenrir and Zfreak. But no rune will spawn.
Wow, unlucky.
What does Kyle need to do in this early game? See Tusk as a roamer, but this is more of a position 5.
He's definitely focused more on the laning phase, right? Making sure Batrider has a decent laning phase. You know, Bat doesn't have a whole lot of CS, but once they get some levels, it's pretty difficult for Revenge and Brewmaster to stay up there.
Yeah. And we briefly mentioned the IO, but how do you like IO in this game specifically with this lineup that Complexity has?
It's a bit weird with the Drow, right? You don't think of that as the ideal partner, but it is still one of these heroes that can help your heroes mobilize quickly, especially the Batrider. Pretty good combo, especially when he's like has a bit more farm priority. I don't know. It can work for sure, but it's not. I wouldn't say it's ideal. It's kind of like it's not like with the CK. You know what I mean? Where it's super easy, point, click, stun, go. It's a bit different.
I mean, one good thing is if you try to set something up with like an OD to try and surround that Drow, you can relocate. Yeah. Giving Drow just with Tether extra mobility to be able to create distance, especially with Gust, synergizing with her ultimate, be able to create that space.
It helps a lot. This is kind of a weird Drow lineup. Like, you have range heroes, but these guys aren't the best right clickers, right?
I don't know if you've seen the IO. What level is that?
Oh, the
20 or the
attack,
25? Right? It's pretty legit, dude. Yeah. It's actually pretty legit. But
definitely very underrated.
If Z-Freak gets a ton of farm and experience, maybe we'll see that. We're going to see some more Blade Fury action on the Eidolons there.
You know, the talents on Io are so good.
They're actually pretty crazy when you look at it, but then you realize it's Io, and you're like, I mean, the Scepter bonus at 15, that's probably the most exciting thing to speak of.
Well, this is like your most favorite topic to talk about, right? The Aghanim's.
Yeah, I mean...
Who's the best Aghanim's user on this team?
Oh, that's tough. You know, believe it or not, I'm actually going to go with Tusk.
Okay.
You kick somebody out, even if they have BKB, they're out of the fight.
It sounds like
a ridiculous range. It's a ridiculous range. You can see nice eye shards there from Kyle. Not able to block him in, unfortunately. Paparazzi level 3 right now in this Vengeful Spirit, going for the 2-1. When do you get the Vengeance Aura?
Honestly, this hero feels like you can skill it any way you want.
We got first blood, buddy.
Oh, didn't even see it.
Technically, he caught it on camera.
That's true.
Young 11 taking that for himself. He is pretty farmed right now overall. We'll have the phase boots ready at base.
Yeah.
Is there any timing windows for each respective team? As Limp is going to attempt to get away here. Z-Freak healing him up. Here comes Kyle as well.
Boy.
Nice snowball. They're going to be able to get this kill on Paparazzi. He pops. No, he's not going to get away. Not this time. Lanham in the meantime burning down. Very nicely played from Complexity, getting 2 kills. And look at the spread of damage. That's when you know things are going well for yourself. If all 3 are relatively low, but nobody actually dies.
Yeah. You know, that's the early game combo of Wisp and Batrider. They have huge turn potential, right? You can keep the Batrider alive with the Tethered Overcharge heal, and then you can run these heroes down.
Yep, good stuff.
Pretty nice.
But Young 11 in the meantime, he's pretty happy. He got that kill. He's had complete free farm in this bottom lane. 29-5 again in the CS.
Yep. So the thing is, he's happy, right? But then, what do they do about this off lane on the side of Vici game? They have 3 heroes committed to this Batrider lane that they can keep doing that over and over.
He can also keep doing his Blade Fury action over and over.
Well, he can't. He has no mana.
He'll get it. Yeah, he had a mana pot in his stash. He'll get that pretty soon. I'm sure about that, buddy. Plus, you have Essence Aura on your team. You'll get mana.
So he's gonna run mid and
he's gonna TP down bot and just get that lucky proc.
That's a team player right there.
Absolutely. So Enigma offlane, of course, Moo. Pretty powerful hero. Obviously, the only true counter would be the Vengeful Spirit.
Yep.
Would you expect... he's actually saving his levels right now. He has 3 in Eidolons, 1 in Black Hole, and holding on to 2. See if he needs that Malefice or not, or the extra damage from
Midnight Pulse. Right?
Midnight Pulse, but we'll have to wait and see.
No,
Do you think is Lincoln's in his future?
Yeah, sure. Why not? Game goes long enough, he can definitely get to one.
He's one of the best farmers in the game, after all.
Yep. And there is the Venge counter, but there's also a Batrider, right? So you have to pick and choose which ability you want to counter.
You mean Batrider for Complexity?
Yeah, like there's the last one.
Oh, we're going to see the first black hole of the game. This will be a big kill for Complexity if they can get it, and they will.
Very nice.
Or Young 11 does fall on that Juggernaut. He's basically playing the position 1 this game.
Yep.
For Vici.
The way coL set up their lanes, right? Vici can't really stay in front of these heroes for too long. Every time the black hole's up, Juggernaut's in danger. I imagine Juggernaut's probably going to like TP top, and they'll go for a tower push or something. And then somebody else will defend bottom, try to make some sort of play off of that.
Oh, we're going to have a stun here on Limp, but Kyle again is here to play. The Ice Shards are going to connect, but Paparazzi will just TP away safely, land him in the meantime. We'll try to do the same. Burning's ever slowly, but there's the lasso to cancel the TP. And it looks like Kyle's TP was used quite wisely. He's been all over the map this game, doing quite nicely for Complexity. And Moon in the meantime, oh, you better be careful. This is an Omni Slash, not able to get his Eidolons there in time. The Blade Fury should be enough to take him out, so some revenge for Young 11 in this lane. He's going to try to clean up these Eidolons as well.
Yep, good stuff. R button's being used.
Yeah, that's the one thing I do like about the way Complexity uses Enigma, and you don't always see this with teams, is when you hit that 6, you try to get that black hole right away. It doesn't need to be a big team fight or anything like that. As here comes Limp with that flame break. Fenrir tries to use the kinetic field, but it's not going to be enough to get away this time around. And another kill for Complexity with a 5-2 advantage, despite being down in net worth.
Yeah, again, every hero that goes top is just in so much danger with the Tusk and Batrider combo. Like, they'll all die, except for the Juggernaut, but Juggernaut wants to keep sitting bottom lane, keep farming up.
Right.
And it's kind of this dead area for Vici gaming.
A little cheeky play there from Moo, denying that bounty rune. I think the thing that I'm looking for is Z-Freak hitting level 6. We're about 2 minutes away from getting that the Tome of Knowledge. He was trying to get some solo XP. Young 11, look how fast he is with that haste rune. Oh boy. Z-Freak, if you can find nice jukes there. Oh, the courier, though, might not be so lucky. There's the fortification for the courier, of course. The invulnerability. Can they maneuver it away? They want to deliver the item as well as Chessie and Kyle will find Young 11. Young 11 getting a little bit annoyed here. His rotation didn't really pay off this time around.
Yep. Still, they're switching the lanes up, right? Now Juggernaut can sit up here without really dying to the Batrider. I think that's a big problem. They need to move their lanes somehow.
Z-Freak getting Chase Fenrir with the glimpse into the kinetic field. We have TP support coming. Will it be enough? Tether is up and away. Oh, he gets banished in the middle of it. You don't see that very often. And he's going to drop as a result. But there's a lasso counter initiation from Complexity. They did enough damage to actually do this. Ice Shards onto 2. It is a 2v3 though with Complexity on the back end here. TP support coming in as well. Flame Break will connect on land, and not going to be enough damage to actually get the kill this time around, though.
Oh man, if Bat had like one more level, it feels like it would have had more damage to kill those heroes. They were stuck in the Firefly for such a long time.
Oh, Ori is going to take some balls to the face. Got a couple more on the way. Limp in the meantime, taking another Astral Prism. This is my tournament. I can say whatever I want. Limp in the meantime. Getting tethered right. Z-Freak still level 4. Again, that Toma knowledge. Is that going to be enough to get him to 6? It's going to be close. No, he just hit 4, so probably not.
Not even close.
Not even close. It's going to be like 5.3, let's say. 5.3 levels. But
sure. We'll probably get in like 1 more minute.
Oh, there's the swap. Young 11 is here. He's going to use Blade Fury. No need for Omni Slash this time around, and Moo will find his way to the grave. So another death for him. Black Hole is up though, so you have to expect once he's up, that Complexity will try to smoke gank or something to that effect. This tier 1 tower is now being pressured.
At least this tower is healthy, right?
Yeah, for now.
Yep.
And, I mean, this is the thing about Vengeful Spirit as a core. It feels like you just 5-man at a certain point.
It does. She does not farm very well at all.
Very, very bad flash farm.
Yep.
So at what point do you think she's best suited to start that 5-man process?
I mean, they have another carry in the Jug, so it's not entirely up to, and the OD, of course, so she doesn't have to do all the heavy lifting, so now's probably a good time. Whenever you have a swap, it's easy to set up these kills really quickly. And it's honestly not just about her, right? It's about the team moving to converge on these objectives. Like, they'll probably wait for Brewmaster's level 6 as well before they really start to take objectives.
Very true. Don't get to see some of these heroes in these respective positions very often, so typically you see the Panda with, or the Brewmaster with already...
It changes the timings a lot for these teams, right? Because you need to wait for these ultimates, especially Disruptive too.
And we see a Toma knowledge being delivered to Vici Gaming as a smoke gank is a Bruin here, no pun intended, as Brewmaster is not in the smoke, so that wasn't technically a pun. LAN-M only halfway to 6 right now, but if they can net themselves a kill, that should be able to get them pretty close to the...
He'll be super close.
Oh, he has the tome too. Okay, he's good.
Yep.
Oh boy, Paparazzi. Oh, he's going to get the Howl. There's the swap into the Magic Missile and the Blade Fury. He's a freak though. Tethers away and will be fine for now. We have TP support again in the form of Batrider. There's the lasso onto Young 11. The Omni Slash is there, and all the procs are on poor Z-Freak. That is super unlucky.
I feel like that happens every time, doesn't it?
It does. It feels like it. But at the end of the day, Complexity is going to be very happy with that trade. Fenrir, in the meantime, in the bot lane, gets punched in the air by Kyle, and that's going to be an easy kill as Ori a little bit late to the party. The kinetic field.
They still have hold too.
Indeed.
Complex making plays everywhere.
And bottom lane, Kyle gets the snowball. Okay, Ori is dealing a lot of damage. He has to force Seth out. That's a newly purchased item for him. TP support again coming in. LAN-M in the meantime, getting harassed by Chessie. You have to force the primal split. Doesn't look like it. We'll walk away safely. And Paparazzi, this is the thing about the Vengeful Spirit that we brought up. That swap, especially during the nighttime, very good initiation possibility, even with the low range. Kyle taking some damage from Ori, gets off the Ice Shards. Gets glimpsed back into the snowball. Here's the black hole, though. It's going to whiff, unfortunately, for Complexity. Kyle trying to use as many spells as he can, knowing that he's resigned to his death. So a kill goes the way of Vici, and black hole is now down.
Okay. Sometimes that happens.
And that's true. Paparazzi picking up the haste rune, or the bounty rune, I should say. Oh my god, that is so much damage. It has the DD activated, so only a couple shots with that magic missile are enough to take out Z-Freak, and this is...
So that was a huge rotation from Vici, right? But look, at the same time, Drow Ranger's hitting the top tower, so it's not that bad, honestly. You're still going to trade objective for objective.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing lost was the black hole, in all honesty, but it will come back soon enough, 160 seconds away. So it looks to be a trade of tier 1s in each respective side. Kyle and Moo grouping up, putting a Midnight Pulse down to try to deter Vici Gaming, maybe a potential deny, but that's not going to happen. Young 11, though, Looking for more. Blade Fury's there. Nice pushback from the Ice Shards. Going to avoid any further damages. Chessie, he's going to get hit. The Sandy's Eclipse is not quite enough as Chessie TP's back to base.
Raindrop saving his life.
Yeah, that's true. But Moo again, 130 seconds till that black hole comes down. You have to expect he wants to correct his former mistake with another better black hole coming up. Is Young 11. He's pretty low on HP. We'll see if Complexity can get anything out of this gank. Lan M. It's actually a somewhat hard kill to get. They're going to focus on Fenrir for now. There's the lasso. This should be a pretty easy kill. Young 11 is here, though. He has Omni Slash available. And again, Z-Freak gets destroyed by
got a haste rune.
And Panda has popped his Brewmaster ult. And that is 2 kills the way of Vici Gaming as they're on the run. But Young 11 has his healing ward up, so he's going to be good to go. They're going to focus on to this Bat Ride. That's looks to be the 3rd kill for Vici Gaming in this engagement. And that healing ward is doing so much work right now. Super value as Chessie's being chased. Extremely slow, but here comes Z-Freak. Only level 5, not able to use his ultimate. Still not level 6 yet, so 4 deaths here for Complexity. Make it a full team wipe as Vici Gaming. This is the Vengeful Spirit time we were talking about. With that healing ward, they're able to sustain all that damage.
Yeah, they have a very fast-paced lineup. Juggernaut can always fight with the healing ward as well. Vengeful Spirit, the same thing. Biggest cooldown's the Brewmaster split, but it doesn't even feel like they need it to fight.
I mean, he's the position 4. It's not like they're relying on it at all. That was just an icing on the cake.
Yep.
Wow, Jinx. Jinx Brax as this Roshan will be attempted, and I would assume this will be successful for Vici.
It looks like there's nothing they can do to stop it at this part of the game. It's way too early.
Yeah.
And it actually dies quite fast. I mean, that was like Complexity smoked down. They didn't have Black Hole, but at the same time, because they don't have Black Hole, it's not as obvious.
Oh, is Limp going to go for this? We'll see if he tries sticking A-bombs down, but no, they're not going to risk it. It could be absolutely disastrous if they went for that and fed a couple kills. So Aegis will go the way of Ori on the Outworld Devourer.
This was quite the unfortunate sequence of events for Complexity, but
Moo has the Midas, so...
That's right.
If they can extend this game... I mean, it is a 5K lead, which is pretty substantial, I want to say, at 15 and a half minutes.
15
Omni
minutes.
Slash.
Pretty big.
Not available for 30 seconds, so Limp is just going to Firefly away. So usually with Vengeful Spirit, there's a timing window. But this game just doesn't feel like that's the case at all.
Right. It's not like you have this Juggernaut who's, in theory, like the offlane, right? But he is a true 1 position in this game. And then OD is also having a fantastic game, so it doesn't feel like that there's a timer at all for this Vengeful Spirit.
Yeah, we've seen 2 towers go down for Complexity with this Drow. Of course, we talked about how not really the best combos with the Drow as far as the attack damage globally. Unless you consider IO's right clicks to... I mean, they're okay now, I guess, but...
Yeah.
Doesn't really have the usual partners that you're used to.
Which team do you think has better late game?
Well, the Black Hole is always something to fear no matter how far you're down. It's not able to get Malefist off there. That was a really long TP, actually.
Like a lot of the time, games with Drow Ranger typically...
I'd say Vici.
Okay. Even with the BKB Black Hole potential?
I mean, that's the main thing that's keeping them in the game, right? Limp gets glimpsed back into the kinetic field. He's completely surrounded. Easy kill for Vici, and you have to expect this to be a tier 1 tower incoming as well.
I think that both lineups are good in the late game. It's just that right now, VG's team, it's super easy to execute, right? Any target that gets glimpsed, it's probably going to die. They can go on any hero they want, and they don't have to worry about clumping up for this Black Hole because he doesn't have Blink Dagger yet. And even when he does get the Blink Dagger, it's not really, that's not the item that changes the game, right? He needs BKB, Lincolns, and Blink Dagger.
Yeah, so he needs a lot of items for sure.
Yeah, they've got a huge window where they can keep just rolling from tower to tower, and there's probably nothing Complexity can do about it. I mean, Limp, he doesn't have Blink Dagger either.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about how great this Vici Gaming lineup is for 5-manning, and with an Aegis on top of that and this 6K net worth lead, don't think there's much Complexity can do without a crazy Black Hole from Moo.
Yep,
But
their high ground
initiation from him.
The high ground defense for Complexity is still very, very good.
Oh my God, Chessie's getting destroyed. Ice Shards are there, that actually blocks him in, but able to get TP'd out by Z-Freak. Might be the end of Z-Freak. He's an Omni Slash on the Moo into the Blade Fury. Another kill for Vici Gaming across the map. We'll see where Z-Freak comes in, see if he can get a crazy tether off. Ori trying to get that Astral most likely. He gets the tether on the Kyle. Takes a couple right clicks on the backside though.
So
saving that Invis rune. It's going to be close. He gets banished. I'm not sure if he got it.
It's in his bottle.
So he should be okay unless they have vision. Oh, he just dies. Okay.
Yeah, there's a sentry placed on the high ground, so.
Oh, or he's going to jump in now. Kyle with the snowball, not going to stun him for too long. Tries to get the walrus punch, but it's not going to happen. Ori taking another kill for himself. 16-7 with a 9K net worth lead here for Vici.
It's extremely difficult for Complexity to find anywhere safe to farm up. They do have good wards, though. I mean, they have 3 wards placed in the Radiant jungle to help them split push the map, try to find some sort of farm, but they just need so many items before they can fight.
Yeah, we really haven't seen the presence of Drow Ranger, I feel like, this game. And I don't know how much that has to do with not having the usual partners that we're used to seeing, or whether it's just Vici Gaming, or they're just grouping up way too early for a Drow to actually answer.
Like the Drow Ranger, or, you know, it amps the physical damage of all these range heroes, but at the same time, you kind of want good right-clickers paired with that, right?
Yeah. Jesse's going to take some right clicks. Oh, that's a glimpse coming back as well. This should be enough to take him out. So another kill for Vici. No answers for Complexity. The TP's canceled. That's a static storm wasted. So that's
actually
something.
Gets the blink off there.
Oh, he actually blinked out of that.
Yep.
Oh, man. All right, well, the tier 2 tower looks to be uncontested for now. I don't think they're going to do anything until Drow Ranger's back in town here with 30 seconds left on the death timer.
Is this high ground? It is 19 minutes into the game.
Wow, Ori jumps in very aggressively. Of course, has the Aegis for another 40 seconds, so wants to kind of use it here. As long as he doesn't put himself in horrendous position. Oh, Moose stuck in the middle. He needs to get this black hole out, but the Blade Fury's enough. And the right clicks. That is a dead Enigma. Does have buyback, though. Or can wait to 50 seconds, but this tower and Rax will fall if he's not going to be able to buy back. Drow Ranger up at 5.
If you buy back, it doesn't change anything, right? And then you just put yourself farther behind.
Right. Yeah, there's always that that potential for sure. Young 11 getting quite low. Does he have we have the lasso initiation, but there's a cyclone from the Brewmaster keeping him in tow. And the black hole is going to be used. They're being able to get 1 kill, but that's just the Aegis, mind you. And the Brewlings don't really care about the black hole at all. They're going to group up yet again. Ori with Insanity's Eclipse onto 3 heroes. 2 dead, though, on the way of Vici Gaming. Omnislash destroys Kyle. That's just a support. So Complexity will be able to hold here. Can they get more is the question. Ori looks to be next on the list. And Limp continuing the pressure. Young 11's pretty fast. Should be able to get away here. Limp continuing with the sticky napalm. Fenrir running away for now. See if he can slow him enough. The kinetic fuel is there. Flame break back into position. We have some more members of Complexity coming. Can he get the Maleficus off? No, the TP inside is enough for him to get away, but it's still a 3-for-1, not even including the Aegis. So nice fight there for Complexity. Nice hold overall.
Yeah, it was. They lost what? Just the tier 3 tower? Not too bad. They did have to buy back on Enigma, though. So.
Oh, did they? Okay. Yeah, that is unfortunate. But not only with that fight, Complexity should be able to get this. Oh, might have some trouble here. Young 11 with the Blade Fury. And Chessie looks to be an easy kill for them this time around. Limp blinks away to safety. Moo. He's going to get chased. There's no Omnislash for another 60 seconds, though. So don't have to worry about that spell. As the glimpse into the Limp Static Storm as well. This is a lot of... Look at Paparazzi's damage. It's insane with that Mask of Madness.
Mask of Madness, yeah.
Just ridiculous. 2 kills in the blink of an eye for Vici Gaming, despite losing that fight.
None of these heroes do anything when Juggernaut gets in their face at all.
And Kyle's just going to be the next victim for Vici Gaming, it looks like. 1 snowball and Walrus Punch is all he has to say about that. Z-Freak going to find the tether onto Moo. We'll go in opposite direction for now. And Moo should be able to TP out to safety.
Feels like Complexity's lineup never really came online.
Yeah.
Right? We've just seen them trying to play catch-up the entire game. They just can't take any sort of fights at all. And because of that, they can't group up and use the Drow Ranger for...
Oh boy, Moo gets glimpse back. Doesn't have his BKB yet. And you have to think that this is going to be an easy kill for Vici Gaming again. We do have support on the way, but there's no way. There's no way that's going to happen with Relocate down right now.
Yep, 60 seconds, no Enigma, no tier 3 tower as well.
Yeah, and of course Vici knows that he doesn't have buyback because he just used it in the last engagement. So it's going to be a tough hold for Complexity on this mid-Rax as Young 11 doesn't have healing orb for 12 seconds, so has to be a little bit careful here. Blade Furies for now. Lots of damage being applied. Okay, the Astral Imprisonment. Where does he actually show up? He should show up where he got...
Where he lassos him.
Yeah, so he's going to be dead. Doesn't even able to get the Primal Split off in time, so this could be a potential hold here for Complexity, but Limp getting destroyed by Ori from the range with that Hurricane Pike. A beautiful jump from the Omni Slash, killing 1, 2 buybacks now for Complexity. They'll probably get this melee Rax at the very least, if not more. Z-Freak into the Static Storm. Down he goes, buyback as well. And this looks like the beginning of the end for Complexity in game 1. Sanity's Eclipse to finish it off. That is a rampage for Ori. And it might be a double rampage instead of my God.
Oh boy.
That is one fat OD. GG, well played, come out. complexity, losing 23 minutes to Vici. I was not expecting that bad. I was expecting this to be a pretty even series overall. Of course, it's only one game. Drafts mean so much in Captain's Draft. And it just, the Enigma, good in theory, just needed so many items this game. Wasn't able to get there.
The drafts really show a lot in Captain's Draft. You can kind of see how it plays out in the lane phase too.